Hello, my name is Bobby Scott. I was born and raised in Waco, Texas. After receiving my high school degree in information technology, I moved to Houston, Texas, where I graduated from Texas Southern University, receiving a bachelor's degree in chemistry. I now attend Sam Houston State University, where I'm pursuing a master's degree in higher education administration. My goal afterwards would be to pursue a PhD in educational leadership, hopefully one day becoming the president of a university. During my matriculation at Texas Southern University, I held many leadership roles, including president of the American Chemical Society, president of my fraternity, student government, the university's programming board, and a campus ambassador. I now work for Lone Star College and Student Life, where I execute many multicultural events, as well as oversee some of the campus diversity initiatives. The book on leadership I selected to highlight is W.E.B. Du Bois's The Talented Tenth. Du Bois was the first African American to earn a doctorate degree from Harvard and a professor in history, sociology, and economics. He was one of the co-founders of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, NAACP, in 1909. He gained national recognition as the leader of the Niagara Movement. All entities focused on the idea of advocating for African Americans. Du Bois believed that leadership could come from anywhere, and grassroots efforts were important to social change. In his book, The Talented Tenth, Du Bois describes the likelihood of 1 in 10 black men becoming leaders of their race in the world through such methods as continuing their education, writing books, or becoming directly involved in social change. The Talented Tenth theory argued for the newly freed blacks to seek higher degrees, gaining knowledge, and to give back to others. He strongly believed that blacks needed an education to be able to reach their full potential. His 20th century concept was that higher education provided intelligence, broad sympathy, knowledge of the world that was and is, and of the relation of it to men. He states the Negro race, like all races, is going to be saved by its exceptional men. He believed the best of the race would guide the masses away from contamination and death. In comparison to Peter Norris's book, Leadership, Theory and Practice, Du Bois's concept of leadership closely represents the skilled leadership approach by putting an emphasis on skills and abilities that can be learned and developed and using them to affect change. Technical and human conceptual skills can all be obtained by gaining an education, proven knowledge, and the ability to work with people and ideas and becoming proficient in your desired degree. In addition, Du Bois's concept of using your education to give back to others embodies the approach of the adaptive leadership style, in which newly educated individuals would prepare others to deal with change, encouraging people to likewise get an education and using it to deal with problems, challenges, and changes. I find these concepts interesting and exciting because they involve and transcend the 20th century and become adopted for the 21st century, focusing on character and duty to others. This concept allows for the promotion of a people that inspires and leads others by example and empathy. The application of these concepts today could lead to amazing leaders. In a speech at Morehouse College, President Obama stated, "It betrays a poverty of ambition if all you think about is what goods you can buy instead of what goods you can do." President Obama then encouraged them to pursue advanced degrees and use those degrees to do more than secure a comfortable living, but use them to reduce disparities. In retrospect, President Obama could have been considered the type of person Du Bois refers to as a member of the Talented Tenth. In applying this concept to the 21st century, no one segment of the population is the savior of the other. Rather, we all need to address injustices and secure opportunities. In the past, this concept goal was to rescue the people, but now it can be used to encourage the people, promoting equal opportunities for everyone. We as a people must learn to place the needs of others before our own desires. In order to understand how these concepts can be applied as an emerging higher education administration leader, their role must be understood. The common goal of a higher education administration leader is to oversee the successful matriculation on students. This is done in many capacities from student services, finances, instruction, marketing, and public relations. These roles involving gaining an education of oneself and then applying it to their campus, all while remembering to put the students first. An administration leader provides encouragement to all aspects of the campus. The very notion that higher education administration leaders work for a place of higher educational learning encompasses the basic concept of Du Bois's The Talented Tenth, evolving it to assisting their students to not only pursue advanced degrees, but in addition, encourage them to use those degrees to positively affect change in the world we live in today. While W.E.B. Du Bois's concept of only 1 out of 10 becoming educated to lead the masses is not very popular, the overall message of individuals working hard and using their education to positively change society is well received. Instead of an individual trying to save communities from a distance, it will be ideal for them to actually be participating member in them. In addition, this concept should exceed a certain population and be applied to all races, genders, and acquired degrees.